get the card draw synced up. But we're starting off with Sweet World.
Sweet World.
So I don't remember much about the full world, but it has a different gimmick, right? Does it have the flams?
So yes, it has the flams, and they're represented with rolls. So you're going to see it, I think, on the next iteration.
Ah.
So yes, while it's kind of a callback to ITG's 30-second flams, the reality is it's kind of easier to just do as jumps.
Right. And the lift tech, do they have their lifts on point?
Car's got those center panel runs on point.
Oh yeah. Very clean so far.
That's a
tough
hard
one.
pattern to hit.
I was looking at it, I just like, my brain just like shut off when I saw those middle buttons. Like, what the heck pattern is that? Early on the middle button. Got that lift though, that's a tough one. Nice.
Very impressive, 98.
Very impressive. Alright, so next up is Inglomi playing the same song.
Inglomi is going to get one half of the warm-up song.
Right. He's got to adjust. Make sure he's on the right... Oh, you know what? Is it because we have to look at it? Okay. Okay, here you go. No, night moves was his protect. We're trying to get everything showing here.
Tito Habanero.
That was a veto by
Easy boom boom dollars. Corey Tito.
Selecting. Choose music.
and Dystopia 27. Now we've got it displayed. Wait. Yep, we'll pick the winner when a winner has been picked. Alright, so now we are up to date. Alright, so Inglomi is getting a quick half warm-up song in.
But a song is a song. You can't say it's half.
Yeah. Are we doing watch for Rolling Rocks and Cafe Press memes now?
Well, dear viewer at home, a song consists of 3 parts.
The step, the hold, and the release. Well, we do actually have a time where the release is useful with the lifts. Hey.
So is a lift 1/3 of the point?
I'm not exactly sure. Have we ever actually figured out how many points a lift is worth?
I don't think anyone's figured it out.
There's some number in there, but we just haven't figured it out yet. So this is the first time on stream that our viewers have been, of this stream, that viewers have been able to watch Daniel Inglomi's skills at play, because he was on the other cab for his set in pools. He's good. He's warmed up. someone
think
make an
it's-
edit with just a lift in it. That's genius.
Oh, but the problem is a lift is always tied to a hole.
That is true, but we know the value of the head and
Of a
of
segment of the tail.
and each segment of the tail. So, using math, we could determine the value of a lift.
We could possibly do that, yes. However, before we
Laura
do that,
coming in here with the 5D brain plays.
before we do that, we gotta watch Inglomi rip a sweet world.
That's true. All right, it looks like
Is he getting a little bit of a chart study in
I
before
think
playing?
Daniel may not be. I think so. Daniel has gotten a 6-star on every single chart, I believe, full and wild, up to I think the 24s. Like every single 24, he has 6-star. So it could be that he got the 6-star so long ago for this chart that he just didn't go back and play it. So he
Yeah.
doesn't remember
He did
what the
pick up,
gimmick is.
That's now at least 2 I've noticed where he failed to complete the roll on time.
Right. It seems like he just wasn't jumping at the right time.
However, it looks like those center runs he's got down pat.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth noting, Red October 2023, full division. Inglomi, I believe, was slated to advance into the upper bracket.
That's true.
but
He was the
had
only.
to DQ due to a flight scheduling issue.
Yes. Which everybody can blame me for that. That's fine. We caught the same flight, and I didn't realize that the full tournament would go that long. So I booked it for like 7 p.m. or something, which means we had to leave at 4.
Yeah, those center runs, extremely clean.
So clean. I did pick up a miss on a center button at some point. Probably just not quite used to the sensitivity of this cab in particular. But a 99.2 on Sweet World. Very, very nice score.
So I believe this works out as he picks up the win for game 1.
That's right. I think his score was higher than Corey's. So therefore, pick winner in Gloamy for the first song. Boogeyman. All right. So Corey has selected the second song to be Boogeyman. So the way that it is,
Protecting or noting picks as you go.
I mean, we can.
Actually worked.
I don't know, because he didn't really protect it. So.
I don't think we need to.
I mean,
we don't need to.
you
explicate
can
the
just
order.
look at the
Yeah.
screen, right? Boogeyman, you can see it, right? It looks like Corey may not remember this chart either. I mean, it's hard to. There are well over 400 songs in the game at this point, right? Do we know the exact count? I think it's like
433, I believe.
433. That's a lot of songs, right? So most people have at least the wild chart somewhat memorized, but having all of wild and all of full among other possible charts such as, you know, dual mode or hard mode, you know, it's just too many charts to have all of them memorized. Ooh, those crossover 16ths. That's rude.
Yeah, don't let this being like a milk toast wild 19 deceive you for its upper difficulties on doubles. This can get very challenging. There's some challenging cross-pad movement in this chart.
Right. I really think this should have been a slowdown. some more interesting runs here.
Even picking up that rough early or two. 99.6.
996, almost a 6-star. That's a spicy
Yeah.
score right there.
2
It was
and
just
1.
that in that crossover 16th, he was not ready for it. I mean, how can you be ready for a crossover 16th burst like that? Thank you, Laura, for the support in envisioning the slowdown. Of course, everyone is okay with not having slowdowns, but
Okay.
having more variety in charts, you know, having lifts, having rolls, having weird tech, having streams, just having a variety.
I don't know. I think there's like a little too many BPM games in this game.
Whoa. Yeah, are you referencing that tweet? Oh man,
Come
that
on,
was
what's
a
a
meme.
little playful discourse? Huh?
Yeah. Everybody was just done with Twitter after like that week of just everything that happened on Twitter.
I don't think we need to give that too much oxygen.
You know, it's oh boy.
I will say, at least my personal opinion is I think
Confirm the
pretty
song
much
code
every
options.
BPM gimmick in this game, the slowdown, the speed up,
Right.
any stops that are thrown in, I think they're all very tasteful.
I think they're very like you can hear them in the song, right?
Maybe one
If you're
or two
lis-
I disagree with, but I don't think they're
which
that
one?
egregious.
Which one did you disagree with?
The speed up in Big Blue Bouncy Ball.
Big Blue Bouncy Ball? Well, that's the meme. The chart is a
Switch.
meme.
Switch.
Sure, I can see that. But at least it doesn't count as part of the display BPM, right? That would mess up your M mod.
Enough
Right.
of my opinions on a completely unrelated song. Let's see how inglomi tackles Boogeyman Full 21.
Right. He's already picked up couple early perfects, but ooh, getting those crossovers bursts though. I'd say that's the most important part of the song, honestly.
I mean, a single early is worth quite a few points.
That's true. At this level, you
I do
know,
think because he has picked up a couple early perfects, like 3 or 4 by my intuition, he's going to have to get the rest of his clean, I think, if he wants to reliably beat Corey's score.
right.
Because he picks up like 8 or 9 of those early perfects, he's going to fall out of hex star range, and it's a real problem.
That's true. Corey was extremely close to the Hex Star. Even with the early that he got.
I feel like we're going to have a good idea who the winner will be after the last like sustained 16th burst that shows up at the end.
Right,
Coming up
yeah.
very shortly.
Picking up
A little
another.
early after that, but
Yeah, I mean, that's clean.
It's
That's
clean.
clean. Oh! Daniel picks up the second win on
it was
Boogeyman.
clean enough.
That was clean. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. All right. Corey's got to pick well if he wants to take it.
Selected difficulty mode. Full.
If he wants to make that 3-game comeback.
All I gotta say is, if this set goes on long enough, that we hit, I'm assuming it's only gonna show up in a Game 5 situation, Galactical.
Right.
That will be one hell of a tiebreaker. But he is gonna go back to
He's got his protect.
his protect. That moves.
So this is rated at 24, but it doesn't go particularly fast. So what makes it a 24?
It's a lot of sustained 16s.
Right.
This is very, very streamy. You got some hands, brackets, however you want to execute them, but never discredit just straight stamina checks on doubles mode, especially once they start incorporating pad movement or centers. It
Yeah,
gets-
when it's going back and forth, you got to be ready for that.
I had witnessed Paranoia Boy rip this one. Two-piece, I believe. perfects
2 perfects.
at Red October. Yeah, got some crossovers, you got center panel to look out for.
Yep. See, the thing is, a lot of these streams, they start on up or down, right? So you may not know if it's supposed to be the same foot that you finished the last stream on, or if you're supposed to do like a foot switch or something. You know.
This flows pretty straightforwardly. I think part of the other problem, in addition to this being a raw stamina check and a form check, is Night Moves is a very almost like samey song throughout, and I feel
Right.
it's almost like this chart leans more into the notion that your steps are the percussion, if you will.
I always get tripped up by the up-down holds. Like if one foot is on like player 1 up, the other one's on player 2 down. It looks like they're so close, like in terms of like the physical distance on the screen.
Corey's keeping it really clean in this last 20%. He came out of that hand section. It's very like challenging cross-pad
those-
pattern. Keeps it
Those
clean.
double crossovers in that stream. That's clean though, 99.6.
Very nice.
That's incredible. That is going to be a tough score to beat. Just one early, that is insane. That's what the protects are for. He's trying to swing the momentum in his favor. You know, because he knew that he would have to play at least 2 other songs regardless. You know, independent of his
Inglomi
protect.
still has Dystopia on the table.
He does have his protect.
I do
Dystopia.
believe it was either most likely late last night I saw him practice with that, so
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be fresh in his mind.
Full mode. Full mode selected. Select song.
Daniel does have the advantage, though, that he's playing this second, right? So this is an interesting thing to think about in the like the full meta, I suppose. If your 2 players are playing on the same cab, one of them has to play first, right? So the other player knows what score the first player got, and if they get enough misses or earlies or whatever that they know that they can't possibly beat that score, they can just choose to stop. They can either keep going but with less energy to keep themselves warm, or they can just stop, save their energy.
You also get a little bit of a knowledge advantage from seeing the chart play first.
Right, true.
In this case, now you know to start on player 1 side. So I believe Corey's score was 7 and 1, so you want to keep track of that perfect count. See the pace.
At
Already
this
in
high
close.
level,
He's got a bit of a pace going because he's got 2 perfects so far.
and he's doing very well in these big streamy 16 parts. At this high level, an early or late is typically worth around 7 perfects. It can vary, of course, based on how wide those yellow perfects are. But we know that if Daniel gets more than
You don't want to
this
see
is
that.
really gonna hurt him. But depending on how wide his perfects have been, you know, it's still technically possible, but
Yeah, I saw like 2 or 3 yellow perfects pop up there, and I don't think that's a good sign.
yeah, hopefully he's not exhausting himself. And he's still got energy for whatever song he probably has to play next. But at the very least, he gets his pick.
Yeah.
Very close. Very, very close.
9 and 1.
9 and 1, yep. It was that miss. Very, incredibly close. All right, so Corey takes night moves. Now it is Inglomi's pick.
All right, let's
Ooh, Dancing Circus.
All right, Tom. Grab your popcorn, grab your peanuts. The circus is in
Make
town.
the selection. Follow.
I believe if a certain senpai is watching.
Oh, he was so close. He was only one off. I definitely
that
want to
song.
do like a side tournament, like like a meme tournament where we get like randomly generate a song, and then you have to touch on the scroll bar to get as close as you can. You know, see who's the best song picker.
All right,
All right, Dancing Circus.
dancing circus.
Does this have the crossover 16ths that are in the wild?
I think it does.
Oh boy.
They got some wide pad transitions too.
Woo! Ooh, he's. Yeah, this is one of those early charts that has the like random down centers or up centers. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, brother, that pattern.
What the heck? Yep, there they are. Corey nailing him though.
He passes the crossover form check. Fair decent bit of candles in this part.
Yep.
You gotta swing your foot pretty far and go from up to down and vice versa.
Yeah, a lot of times players forget about how much energy that is, because since in StepManiaX we have the center button, you never need to chart like an up, left, down 16th pattern. You can just do up, left, center. You know, that's some movement, but it doesn't require so much energy. And 99.6. But if chart is so choose, they can still write those candlestick patterns that use that extra energy. I actually did that on purpose in Forever in the wild chart. There's like one part,
Take it to the max.
like kind of towards the end of the chorus or whatever you would call it, where I do a candlestick up, left, down, boom, to really accent the.
Man, I wish this update dropped like a week earlier so we could have these songs in the tournament.
Yeah.
I would love to let it rip on Big Boss.
Yeah.
Instead, we have to listen to Dancing Circus.
Dancing Circus.
Dancing Circus.
Hey man, there are definitely songs I like less than Dancing Circus.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's a bit of a meme, but you know, there's 400, almost 450 songs in this game. Not everyone is gonna be Gargoyle. Not everyone is gonna be Melancholy Vision. You know, you're gonna have to have some Dancing Circuses, some 7th jumps in there. You know. That's right. I'm talking shit about
So,
7 jump.
On this chart, I want to see what the mind pattern makes at the beginning, because you know, sometimes the chart artists will throw in a funny little phrase or a diagram, and I was trying to make out what they were, but I was having difficulty with it. Inglomi's got a little bit of a bigger arrow, so let's see. It comes up right here during the downtime.
Alright, let's see.
Haha.
Haha. And something L.
All right. I thought it was loss, but it's not.
Yeah.
It might be LOL.
Oh, LOL. Yeah, that's what it is.
And now that we're done laughing at the mind placement, let's look at Inglomi's clean run so far.
Those crossover screens. He's got him. He's got him
He's
so far.
fighting for his bracket life, you know. If he wins this, he closes out the set. Doesn't go to game 5.
Yep. That way he doesn't have to
Deal with
whatever next pick is next.
However, if this is a game 25. He does have Dystopia 27 to 7 in the back.
He's got it in his pocket if he needs it. But it's looking pretty clean so far. Oh, very nice.
All right.
That's 6-star. All right, and Inglomi takes it. 3-1.
Oh, damn.
And his shoe is untied. Oh boy.